Shavkat Rakhmonov is one of the best welterweight fighters in the world right now and has a flawless record of 18-0 with 18 finishes, which along with his fight style has earned him a lot of hype among fans. Shavkat is a physically dominant, durable and aggressive fighter. On the feet, he primarily focuses on closing the distance and pressuring his opponent back to the fence to force pocket exchanges and clinch tie-ups. He uses jabs, front kicks, round kicks and sometimes even spinning kicks to close the distance and pressure his opponent back. From there, he typically enters the pocket with 1-2 combinations and sometimes knees, and off the back of those pocket exchanges he often looks to clinch up. Shavkat is a good clinch fighter because not only does he have a long frame, but he's good at grabbing collar ties, securing underhooks, controlling wrists, forcing open space to land knees to the body and landing punches off breaks. Shavkat is most vulnerable on the feet when he enters the pocket because of his poor range management, poor timing and lack of head movement. This is where he often relies heavily on his elite durability to not get hurt and to outgun his opponents in exchanges. Despite Shavkat's Dagestani sounding surname, he isn't a particularly good or insistent wrestler. He mostly attempts body lock trips and throws in the clinch, both in open space and against the fence, but he rarely ever shoots single or double leg takedowns, especially not in open space. Shavkat also hasn't shown to have great defensive wrestling either, as he's been taken down multiple times by weak opposition. But to be fair to him, that was over half a decade ago now, and he has shown improvements in that department since then. Despite not being a potent wrestler, Shavkat is dangerous whenever he does get his opponents down, because not only does he have a physically dominant frame and good submission game, but he has arguably the most precise and vicious ground and pound in MMA history. Shavkat is a similar fighter to John Jones in many ways. He has a long frame and freakish durability, he's a good striker at range, and he's a great clinch fighter with a dangerous top game. But he's vulnerable in the pocket, his striking game is disconnected from his wrestling game, and his takedown shots aren't great largely thanks to that disconnect. He doesn't use feints or strikes to set up takedowns like a George St. Pierre for example, and he doesn't have the explosiveness to pull off naked takedown shots like a Khabib Nurmagomedov or Khamzat Chimaev, so he is reliant on the clinch to consistently secure takedowns.